Lesson number 12. Let's talk, let's listen. In this lesson, you will learn why do we need to talk and listen, as well as what is communication and methods of communication with people live far away from us, and how do we communicate with others in polite manner, and what are the words we should use when we communicate with others. Anumi and Vituni are very good friends at school. One day Vituni did not come to school, so Anumi wanted to find out why she absent on today. She had telephone call to her friend. Let's listen to it. Hello Anumi, how are you doing? Why didn't you come to school on today? Hello Vituni, I'm not well. I have got cough and cold. So I didn't come to school on today. Well, what are they doing? They are talking to each other over the phone. Why Anumi is talking to Vituni? Anumi wanted to know that why Vituni did not come to school today. Why do we talk to each other? Because we all need to speak and listen to one another. We like to share our words, our ideas with one another. So, we want to talk to each other. As we found out here, Anumi wanted to talk to Vituli, as well as we all need to speak and listen to each other. Why? Because we all like if we are loved and cared by one another. So we talk to one another and as well as we listen to one another. So it is known as communication. So it is known as communication. Oh, communication. Then communication is sharing ideas with one another. Yes, that's correct. Communication means sharing ideas with one another. What would happen if I could not talk? What would happen if nobody listened to myself? When someone isn't listening to me fully, I feel unloved and uncared for. If I could not talk, I would feel that the other person gave me all of his her burdens but took none of mine. So we are always keeping communication with others through telephone conversations, sometimes with notices, and as well as we send letters, postcards, emails also. We talk to people through telephone and we share our words, our feelings, and our thoughts with them. We send notices. You have found out that school is sending notices to your parents. when school wants to communicate with your parents, as well as your parents also send notices to your class teacher or to school, and as well as we send letters, postcards, emails to people who far away from us because we want to keep communication with them also. We want to show them we are loved, we are cared, and as well as when we want to do some work, we send notices to them, we send requests to them through letters, postcards, and emails. These are the methods we keep communication with each other. Postcard is a piece of thick paper or thin cardboard, typically rectangular, intended for writing and mailing without an envelope. Non-rectangular shapes may also be used but are rare. Letters. Letters are written on a paper and then put into an envelope. Write addresses on the envelope, paste stamps when you want to send. We use communication to share information, comments, ask questions, express what we want and needs, develop relationships, ethics. Communication is much more than wants and needs. Our main reason for communication change over time. Just slightly exchanging information grows through the years. Greet. When we want to communicate with others, we should greet them first. Greeting is an act of communication which human beings intentionally make their presence known to each other to show attention to and to suggest a type of relationship, usually cordial or social status, formal or informal between individuals or groups, people coming in contact with each other. When we greet, we say hello, hi, good morning, and we say excuse me. You say excuse me to apologize when you have done something slightly embarrassing or impolite, such as burping, hiccuping, or sneezing. You say excuse me. Let's listen to simple things we need to say. Hello, good morning, Aken. Hello, good morning, Metuja. We say thank you. We say thank you shows our appreciation and conveys our gratitude. But more than that, it is a sign of respect to the person who has helped you or given you something. Look here, they've received gifts. It is an indication you do not take them for granted and an acknowledgement that they matter, and that is why saying thank you matters. Let's listen to this conversation. There is a teacher and her students in this picture. Teacher has received some flowers from her students. Then she is very happy and she says, "Thank you." You're welcome. Once you give something to others, they will say thank you, as well as you also have to say you're welcome. You're welcome. Here you can see students receive books from teacher. Once you receive your corrected books from your teacher, it is better to say thank you teacher. As well as when you borrow books from the library and when you ask, need or wants from other, you better say thank you. Sometimes we have to say please. We say please at the most basic level. When we use the word please, it shows respect and consideration for the effort another person puts forth to help us. You have to give respect to get respect. When you are polite and say please, people are more likely to respect you in return. When you want to go to toilet, you have to get permission. How may I go to toilet please? And sometimes when you want to borrow a book from a friend, so you have to request it in a polite manner. How may I have a book please? You say sorry when you apologize. You are telling someone that you are sorry for the hurt you caused. Even if you didn't do it on purpose, people who are apologizing might also say that they will try to do better. They might promise to fix or replace what was broken or take back a mean thing they said. Say sorry. I am really sorry. Let's listen to these conversations given below. You can ask so many questions when you communicate with others. You can ask W words questions. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. You can use when you want to ask questions. As well as you can ask WH words questions also. Which, whom, and whose. Let's listen to the conversations where we have used those words to ask so many questions from the other. May I go to toilet, please? Yes, you may go to toilet. May I have a flower, please? Yes, you may have a flower. Then, once you ask question, you have to say thank you. Also, once you get the proper response. Thank you. Once you say thank you, the other one will say you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Hello, I am Mihiri. I'm your neighbor. Hello, Mihiri. I'm Saven. Nice to meet you. What is your class? I study in primary 1A class. Who is your class teacher? She is Mrs. Pereira. When did you come to our school? I came here today. Today is my first day at this school. It is great pleasure to see you. Where is the office? Let's go. I will show you. How do you go home after school? I go by school bus, which is your class. My class is primary 2B. Whose class is this? It is a kindergarten class. Whom do you want to meet in the office? Listening with care. When you listen to the others, you have to listen with care. Listen carefully while others talk. Wait for your turn to talk. Do not play or do not do something else while others talk. Wait for your turn to talk. As well as keep eye contact with the other person. Always, when you speak or when you listen, keep your eyes on the other person's eyes. You have so many occasions to listen carefully in the classroom also. You can practice how to listen carefully in the classroom. When teacher have circle time or when she teaches you a lesson, you have to listen carefully. Listen with care. Then you can learn very well. Here we have some methods we use to communicate with people who live far away from us. When we want to keep contacts, when we want to share our ideas, our thoughts, and when we want to express our needs and wants, we can talk over the phone. As well as we can find out how they are doing to show our love and care for them. As well as we can send postcards. Beautiful picture postcards are available. So you can send them to the friends and people who are far away from you. As well as you can write letter. You can write a letter to people who live far away from you to convey your care and love, as well as you can write your expressions in letters. These are the methods we use to communicate with people who live far away from us.